Hey good looking, I'm Vixen, and welcome back, or welcome for the first time. In the last episode, this happened.
If you want to meet us, come to the lake. Bring all your gold.
Let the epic story continue.
Hello, figment of my dream. The lake is as beautiful as I remember it. Though I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed. I guess I was really hoping that someone would be waiting here for me. Well, the voice in the dream asked me to bring me a gift, and that's what my father would do, too. Leave a gift. Forget about it. Let's be honest, I came here because of that dream. I might as well leave a gift like I intended to. Ding! Think I'll gather some wildflowers and wrap them in my shawl. A beautiful bouquet should be a nice gift. I'll just place it by this tree. Nothing's happening. Well, I don't suppose I was expecting anything anyway. It must have been just a dream. It's only just a dream. In the end, real life is more exciting than dreams and fairy tales. For instance, this place is so tranquil and beautiful. Even if it's not magical, I feel so at peace. I just want to lie down in the grass, close my eyes, and let my problems drift away. But what about town? Actually, that sounds like such a good idea right about now. This is my day to do what I please with. If I want to take a nap, I will. This looks like a good spot. I'll just lie down here. Ding! That's strange. Everything's so quiet. No, it's not. The birds are singing. The water is watering. There's plenty of sounds. The wind is picking up so suddenly. Are we being blown to Oz? Cinders. Did the wind just call my name? Oh, it's dark. Oh, look! Are they fairies or fireflies? Who's there? No one's there. I suppose it was just the wind playing tricks on me. Creepy. We are not wind. Then who are you? Who am I speaking with? You are speaking with us, naturally. But I don't see anyone. How can you not see us when we are everywhere around you? We have you surrounded, Cinders. I don't understand. How do you even know my name? We know you because you left gifts for us, just as your mother and father did before you. Ding! Surely you know us. You wouldn't leave gifts if you didn't know who they were for. So, you're fairies? Am I dreaming? Right now, you tread the delicate line between sleep and wakefulness. Soon, you will be fully asleep. Makes sense, I guess. Well, what do you want from me? We have no desire for anything from you. You're the one who seeks our aid, do you not? I suppose so. Do I get a wish or something? If it's the right wish, then yes. Then I wish for... Oh no, this is a choice, isn't it? The time is not yet right, Cinders. Do not worry. When the moment comes, you will know. The lake owes you a favor. I'm not sure I understand. I get a wish, but only when you say it's okay? That's a bit convoluted. It would if you were awake, but here, in between wakefulness and dreams, it is as it should be. You are leaving now, but we will meet again. Wait, I'm leaving? Where? What do you mean? You're waking up, you fool. It's a beautiful day. Goodness, I must have dozed off. Ha! No wonder. The atmosphere is so relaxing, it's hard not to sleep. Ding! Does this mean the voice of the fairies was just a dream? Well, even the fairies themselves admitted that I was dreaming. Can a dream know it's just a dream? But it felt real enough, and the gifts I left have disappeared. You must have been real! Let's go with that. It didn't feel exactly like a dream. There was something very tangible about it in a strange way. I should probably be more scared than I am, but I feel wonderful. Maybe I should ask Madame Guide about this when I get the chance. She seems knowledgeable about things like this. She's a witch after all. Maybe she's a fairy. Ding! I'd better get going though. There's still a lot to do. Just hope I'll have a chance to come and take another nap here someday. Priorities. Yes, I can still go to town! Perfect. I wonder if I can go to both places. Or only one. Only one! Market day is clearly over. The streets are much emptier now. That's just fine with me. I've got plenty of things I can do, like visit Tobias. Ding! But first I need to see if I can find Madame Guide's shop. She seemed to know a lot about Mother and I. I'm so curious to learn more. I don't have a clue where her shop is, though. I'll have to ask around. Ooh, pretty. Well, here I am. It's the first time I'm here, but this place wasn't hard to find. It really stands out. I don't see Madame Guide anywhere. Is she out? Why would the door be open? Just look at everything here. Skulls? I see no skulls. Literally none. I see masks. Candles? I don't even know what that is. I wonder if I should have come. Don't touch anything! Ah! You surprised me! Oh, child, it's you. I mistook you for one of those mindless townsfolk. It's impossible to even leave for lunch without one of them coming in and breaking something. Why don't you lock the door? Then why do you do it? I have to eat sometime, right? I meant, why do you leave your store open? Doesn't it attract thieves? These people might be clumsy, but they won't take any risks if they don't have to. But you just said they break stuff! Especially when it involves stealing from a witch. But earlier I said you're not a witch. Did I? Well, what I am hardly matters. What matters is what people believe of me. It's most helpful. Yeah, I think I understand what you mean. Of course you understand. You're a bright girl, just like your mother. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. You act like you knew my mother, but I don't remember you. Well, you don't really remember your mother either. I did know your mother, but not as well as you'd like. I know you too. How did you two meet? A few months before you were born, your mother had some health problems. She came to me for help. I wouldn't say we were close friends, but I learned many of her secrets. I see. Can you tell me what mother... Blah, 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 blah. Can you tell me what mother was like? I only know of her from what father told me. Oh, I have nothing but respect for her. She was a strong and clever woman who wouldn't settle for the boring life that was expected of her. She was ambitious, motivated, and she always knew how to get what she wanted. This is good. How strange. Father always spoke of her as if she was an angel, humble, caring, and a hopeless romantic. That was not her at all. How is that strange? Those aren't conflicting descriptions. Can't a woman be smart and independent and still want to be a good mother and wife? She was also practical and brilliant at business. Better than your father, to be honest. Maybe he killed her. Wow, I never knew. With everything father said, she seemed more mythical than anything else. Truly? You know, you're rather similar to your mother. The two of you have the same spark. None of these options are good. How do you know? It might be true, but how would you know that? What, just like... Even if you did know, Mother, you hardly know anything about me. Well, you surely are a clever one. It's true I don't know you well, but I've observed you recently. You observed me? I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that. I'm sorry, I just wanted to know how my friend's daughter was faring. And it was impossible to just go and visit you. Is that Carmosa's doing? Ah, Lady Carmosa. Your father was always attracted to extraordinary women. He may have had a good heart, but he was a little disconnected from reality. Without your mother's guidance, he likely would have lost his title and fortune in no time. Carmosa also has the brains and ambition necessary to manage his estate. She is an excellent choice for his second wife and an incredible person. Incroyable! I beg to differ. Well, it doesn't mean that any of this is not true. It's just that there are differences as well. Maybe I shouldn't be so, fickle. Maybe that's not the word. Maybe I should agree, but disagree at the same time, you know? I suppose if you look at it that way, Carmosa is pretty capable. From what I've heard, she hasn't had it easy. I know she had to work hard to get and stay where she is. I mean, the house is still standing after all, so clearly she knows what's going on, what she's doing. Just making up words now. But that doesn't make me like her anymore. There we go, that's exactly what I wanted to say. That's the price she had to pay. She couldn't get to this position by worrying about who likes her. But even knowing that, she put her family first and gave her personal happiness for the sake of the house. Well, I'm not included in that, and her daughters are not happy. That's something worth respecting. Certainly I respect her, I understand what you're saying, but it's still hard for me to like her. As long as you respect her sacrifice, you're a wise child. No matter which path you choose to pursue in life, you'll have to sacrifice something after all. By the way, how are Carmosa's daughters? Are you getting along? No. Not so bad. Well, I assume you can imagine how Carmosa's daughters would be. They keep me at arm's length. They're troubled, confused, hurt, and they often hide behind cruelty or cynicism. But underneath that all, they're just normal girls. I think as they mature, our friendship will get better. Our relationship, in fact. And I hope that with time, they'll be able to free themselves from Carmosa's toxic influence. But for now, it's still very difficult to live with them. It seems that things are difficult for you. You're not happy with your life these days, aren't you? You're not very happy with your life these days, are you? You could say that. And what are you doing? What do you mean? If you don't like your life, then you have to be the one to change it. Otherwise, anything you say is just whining. I definitely want my life to change. So what's your plan? I have my ways. I have to learn more. Watch and listen. I don't really have a plan yet. Why not? Are you expecting things to just work themselves out? Of course not. It's just that I don't know enough to form a real plan. I don't want to act brashly. I get the feeling there's a lot more going on that I don't know about. Carmosa is acting strangely. If I could figure out what she's up to, maybe I could use that to my advantage. Blackmail! I'm also wondering if I could find a way to reclaim the estate from her somehow. I'm my father's only daughter, after all. Well, technically he has other daughters, they're just not blood related. There's almost always a way to bend the law to your will. It might not be very kind, though. Well, that's not what I planned on doing. Anyway, it doesn't seem you'll have a very clear idea of what you want yet. Well, no. I promised your mother that I'd help you, and I will. But you yourself need to know what you want first. Come see me once you're ready to move forward, and we'll talk about your options. Okay. Did you really promise my mother you'd help me? Of course I did, girl. I have no reason to lie about that. You must get going now, though. Leave my shop. Wait, I still have so many questions. Ding! I have a lot of work to do, I'm afraid. I can't afford any disturbances. Why did you ask me to come here? I'm sure we'll have another chance to talk. I'll do my best to answer your questions then. You remind me so much of your mother, and I'm sure that you'll be just fine. Thank you. Goodbye. Short and cut, Cinders. Take care, girl. I must admit, I don't know what to think about Madame Guide after we talked. I'm still doing the French. I can't tell when she's being serious or sarcastic. She's giving me advice or just mocking me. Or both. Maybe I'm just not used to acts of selflessness, but I get suspicious when someone outright offers to help me with all my problems. Makes me wonder if they don't have some hidden agenda, especially if it's the town witch. Looks like my mother was quite special to make such interesting acquaintance. A witch! Still, she seems genuinely interested in helping me, and can I really be picky here? I won't be forgetting the conversation we just had anytime soon, that's for sure. Where should I go now? I guess to see Tobias. It's getting late. I probably only have enough time to stop by one more place. Ding! I could go have a little talk with Tobias in his store. I wouldn't mind heading to the inn either. I'm sure it would be fun. Why? Why would I go there? So where should I go next? Why would I go to the inn? I've never been to the inn. I kind of want to go to the inn. Let's go to the inn. The inn it is, then. I don't know why, but I want to go there. Maybe something interesting will happen. Nobody's here. Ding! This place looks so full of life, although to be fair, it's a little bit shady too. I hear that this inn attracts some of the less honest people in town. Why did we come here? But at least it's exciting. People here actually know how to have fun. It's nothing like that stiff and proper place that I'm forced to call home. Carmos and her daughters are all too proud to do anything fun. Oh, is that the captain of the guard sitting alone in the corner? I wonder if he'll let me sit with him, or if I should approach him in the first place. I'm already spending time at the tavern instead of going back home. Might as well take the plunge. Hello? Hello. Do you mind if I sit here? Looks so sad. There are plenty of free tables in here, but it seems you already made your mind. Thank you. I just wanted to chat with you, if that's okay. Are you really the captain of the Prince's Guard? I am. The king appointed me to this position himself. Ever since his death 2 years ago, I've served the prince. And how is the prince doing? What's it like to serve under him? Do you like it? He's the prince, my ruler and liege. That's all that matters to me. Oh, I see. Oh, I saw you rescue that kidnapped child that other morning. That was really impressive. It was simply my duty. I suppose. He didn't like doing it, so I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, let's say something good about it. You were so brave to fight all those bandits. Oh my god, what a brave and strong man. There's nothing impressive about fighting 3 terrified ruffians who can do a little more than hide behind a child. Well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, which is why I chose that option, but clearly I was wrong. And there's certainly no honor in killing them. I didn't say there was. I just said you were brave for doing it. But you didn't have a choice. They would have killed that poor child if you hadn't stepped in. That is true, but that doesn't mean that I should be proud of what I did. There's no glory in killing, and it's a shame that things have to end the way they did. I think I understand. Even so, I think you did the right thing, and you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. There aren't many men in this world who can handle that sort of responsibility that you take on. You're an interesting girl. Might I know your name? He's smiling. I want them to end up together. Not the prince. I'm called Cinders. Is that normally how you would introduce yourself? Wouldn't you just say, I'm Cinders? An odd choice? Well, my name is Parole. My father used to call me that because of my hair. And now it's stuck, though in the mouths of my sisters it sounds more like an insult. I see. Then I wish you well, Cinders. May we meet again. Yeah, I'm glad I went there. Ding! The sun is already setting. Spent the whole day in the town, and what a day it was! Guess time flies when you're having fun! Interesting chats with people you normally have no chance to talk to. Oh, how I wish life was a fairy tale and I could do that every day. And yet, life is what it is, and I have never been able to stay in town past sunset. When I was a child, I had to head back to the residence for safety. And then Carmosa entered the picture and took over. But even without her, I would have been a bit detached from the town's life. I might dress and walk like every other girl here, but I still live in a mansion quite some distance from town. I have no real friends here except Tobias. I hear no news, no gossip. I really don't know what their life is about. Sure, my own life is safer and probably more luxurious. But I wonder what it would be like to live here, be a normal town girl, wake up to the sounds of life and excitement on the street. Get out of bed knowing a myriad of things await me when I walk out the door, that life goes by so fast and an adventure might begin around each corner. Ah! Then again, if some town girl looked outside the window right now and saw me, what would she think? Why is she talking to herself, probably? She'd probably remember her own boring chores, the constant danger of hogwash flung from high windows to the street. She would envy me. Ding! I need to stop daydreaming. It's getting really late. My golden cage awaits, and the 2 sweet singing birds I shared with are going to screech their lungs out if I stay here any longer. And I wouldn't want to give them reason to worry, much less an excuse for picking on me. Can I choose? Or do I? No, see? What's the point in me choosing? What's the point? Hello, family! Home, sweet home. I used to love returning home when my father was alive. I miss sharing the events of the day with him. Now it just seems like a grim prison. My parole has just been revoked. Ding! And close the shutters before nightfall! Can't you do anything right without my supervision? One would expect that after years of serving in this house you would remember such things. Cinders, you're back! I tried to make it quick, and I think I've made it back at a reasonable hour. But if you have any objections, of course I do. No, I'm just glad you made it home shortly after sunset. I was starting to get worried. Woods can be treacherous after nightfall. Oh, thank you for your concern. I don't think you need to worry about me. I need to worry about everything in this house. If I don't, nobody would, and everything will fall apart. Can't these servants do anything right? It's not such a big deal. The house looks as good as it does when Carmosa is here, so you don't need to worry. Whoops. Might as well say. Thank you, but I do. But I have no time to explain it to you now. You can go to your room and read or do whatever you see fit. There are some leftovers from dinner in the kitchen if you are hungry. Alright, thank you. Ding! Hey! What do you think it is you're using on the curtains? You'll ruin them and the stains will stay there forever! And there she goes. Too bad we almost had a normal conversation. Maybe it's for the better. I'm too tired to even talk and I would kill for some sleep. I should grab this opportunity to go to bed early and rest. All in all, it was an eventful day.
Well, that's all for today, folks, but the story will continue. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. I will see you all in the future. TTFN and cheerio!